What is up? This is Turtle1 for another Pokemon Alpha battle. And this is another battle against NightNHawk. It's an OU match to be exact. And I'm testing out a new team, which is a Sandstorm team. And unlike most Sandstorm teams, I'm using Hippowdon. So this because Hippowdon's really nice. I looked at his defenses and stuff. It's really nice. So, basically starts off with Hippowdon, get the Sandstorm up, and I noticed he has a Bomb Snow, so he has a Hail team, which kind of counters Sandstorm teams, which kind of sucks. So, after a few double switches, I go into, we get a Zelf versus, Tentacruel. I get the Psychic off, it does a ton of damage, almost kills him, but he lives it and gets the Rain Dance off, which takes off my Sandstorm, which I guess is okay, but yeah, it's not the best thing for me. So he goes into his Staraptor. I was kind of hoping he would go for the Pursuit, predicting my switch, but he goes for the U-turn, which is terrible because this Zelf has Grass Knot for Swamperts, which now I can't use. So he takes me out and goes into this Mamoswine, and I don't go for the Bullet Punch because I predict a switch, but he goes for the Earthquake and gets a crit, and I would have lived the Earthquake without that crit and been able to take him out with a Bug Bite. So that kind of sucked. So I go into Heatran and go for the Fire Blast. I know he's gonna go for into Swampert, but I really could not risk it. I do get the burn though, which is really nice, especially on Swamperts. So I go into Zapdos, predicting the Earthquake, but he goes for the Stealth Rocks, which is, you know, still good. So yeah, he's doing pretty good. He gets burned a little bit. He switches on to the Staraptor. Gets Intimidate off on me. I go for the Light Screen, knowing that that basically cripples all of his special attackers, and his physical attackers, from what I've seen, can't touch me in the first place. So he goes into this thing, and I don't even know if this thing is special or physical yet. So that's definitely something that I need to figure out right away, because I have a special wall that can't take physical hits too well, and a physical wall that can't take special hits too well. So I need to find out which kind of wall he is. So he goes into Swampert, and that's not the best switching for me because I have Zapdos versus Swampert. I was kind of trying to, whatever. So I get some damage off. He goes for the Ice Beam. Doesn't do too much damage. It actually does crap. I think the Hail did more, but whatever. So he gets Hail damage, but gets it up with leftovers and then gets burned. So I go for the Heat Wave, thinking I can take it out right now. But yeah, I get minimum damage, definitely. And he roars me out to Heatran. So that sucks. Now, I'm hoping that he doesn't have anything that outspeeds and can take me out. He goes into this thing. I'm predicting it's Scarfed, but I was kind of hoping he was bluffing his Earthquake and his Hidden Power Ground, and he was, which is nice for me because now I get a Fire Blast off and he's basically done. Because yeah, so he just goes for that second Hidden Power, and that's not gonna kill me because it's not very effective. And I go for the Fire Blast to take him out. That's great for me. So I'm looking pretty good. And he goes into this thing. I know this thing is also Scarfed, which, so I go into Sulfur. That was so freaking ironic. The song is Sulfur, and he just screams Sulfur as I said that. So okay, so I predict for close combat, and I eat that because I'm a monster. And Wow, that was so ironic. I didn't even pick this song, but okay. Um, so I go for the stealth rocks, and that's good because the rest of his guys are weak to stealth rocks. And now I'm just gonna plan on roaring out. So I go to Heatran, first of all, to see if he's physical or special. And he goes for the earthquake, so now I know he's physical. Because mixed and bomb snows aren't exactly common. So I go into Zapdos, knowing that he's probably thinking he's probably banded. But he goes into his what's it called? You know. So yeah. Now I'm basically done because he has no physical attackers or special attackers, and this is my special wall. So I just leave him out to die, maybe thinking that maybe possibly I might survive. But so now I switch out to Sulfur, who is my amazing physical wall. No, he's gonna go for the switch. So right here I go for the roar to get some even more stealth rock damage up on everyone. So that's 4 guys instantly with stealth rock damage in one turn. Well, who are eventually gonna get it. So that's awesome for me. So he goes for the U-turn, and he goes back into this thing, and I don't really want to take another U-turn or anything, so I go for the slack off. That brings me all the way back to full health, and good thing hail goes before leftovers because now I can heal that up. And now that I know that this thing is physical, I'm not too worried about it. And I do have one surprise Pokemon left, who I don't really want to send out because of the Staraptor. So basically, once I take the Staraptor out, it's a good game. Hopefully. So he goes for the Brave Bird, hoping to get some good damage on me, but of course it is my amazing monster, and I go for the slack off, and that's gonna heal me all the way to 290, which is more than what I started with this turn, which is awesome for me. So he's not doing anything to me, and he's gonna die from one more Brave Bird recoil, and he gets minimum damage right there, or he got maximum damage first turn. It doesn't do too much, and I slack off, and that heals me up really good. So I think my voice just cracked, whatever. So he has these 2 guys left, and basically I have the win because my last guy he cannot touch. There's no way for him to cripple it, and he's basically just going to go on a rampage. But I want to save him for later, just because I just want Sulfur to have his time to shine. Cause yeah, but right here I noticed that a Seed Bomb will kill me, so I go into my last guy, which is my Metagross, and this Metagross is a choice banded Metagross with Bullet Punch. So that is definitely a good game because he cannot touch me with anything. Because with Bullet Punch, of course, I outspeed. And right there, that is a good game because I can basically take out all the rest of his guys. The reason why I didn't switch him in earlier is because I did not want the Intimidate. So that is a good game, NightNHawk. Amazing. Go check him out. Comment, rate, subscribe, and goodbye.